Hi guys, just wanted to make a quick video about the Armour update to the RPG pack. As you can see, we've got a new system that allows you to use custom armour on your characters. The purpose of this video is to show you a little bit about how it works and how you can set it up for your own character. This armour system is developed for models that utilise skin mesh renderers. This means your model will have to have every piece of armour listed as a skin mesh renderer on the one skeleton. Depending on your model, this might mean a large list. The larger the list, the more work it's going to be to get it to work properly. The first thing you'll want to do is to use the Armour Customizer script and add that onto the root of your model. This Customizer script has three sections. The first part of this script is the zones. These zones denote the locations on your player character where you can equip items. Inside the zone we have the zone name, current set and new set. The current set and new set can be left blank. Ensure that you name the zone so that you can identify it when you're using later sets. The next section are default sets. These are the parts that we want when we're not wearing any piece of armour. A default set comes with the armour set name, the target zone name, and a space here for each of the pieces or skin mesh renderers that we'll be using, as well as a section if you would like to place a different type of material on the object. The purpose of the default set is to assign what needs to be visible when we're not wearing any equipment. When naming the armour set name, make sure it's something that you can easily identify as the default set. With the target zone name, ensure that you match the name of the zone that you would like to target. Lastly, we have the sets. Sets denote the different types of armour that you'll be able to equip. Looking at our different sets now, you can see we have, again, an armour set name, the target zone name, and the pieces or skin mesh renderers that we want to use to represent this armour, as well as a material slot if we need to assign a different material. Ensure that the armour set names are different to each other so that there's no crossover or contamination. And ensure that the target zone name matches the zone that you would like it to equip to. To fill out armour pieces, simply find the piece that you would like to select on your prefab and then drag it across into the skin mesh renderer slot. Once you have all your zones, default sets and sets listed, it's time to actually start creating the objects as items that we can pick up or place in our inventory. Firstly, we want to go to our item enums page and open the items enums editor. Once we open the item enum editor, we can edit the item type values to match what we're going to be equipping. Once we've edited the item types, we need to create a default handler for each of those equipment types and place them on our character. These can be at the root of your character, as they're only going to be a placeholder for blank items. Next, we need to create the item on our item list. Create a new item, give it a name and a description, and ensure that the item type is set to one of the item types you've just created in the item enums value. Now we need to make the spawn object. The spawn item is actually just a blank object with a couple of scripts on it. The first is the V melee equipment script, which we can set up here with some values which I'll explain shortly. We also need the armour item script and the V melee weapon script. On our melee equipment we need to open up the events. On the onEquip V item event we need to drag across our armour item script into the slot here and choose armour item onEquip. Do the same for the onUnequip event and set the onUnequip event from our armour item script. On our armour item script we can leave the player customizer blank, as this will fill during runtime. Next we need to set our armour set name. Make this the same as the armour set that you want to equip from your Armour Customizer script, and also ensure that the zone name matches the target zone. Next we also have the V melee weapon script. This can be left to the default values, however ensure that the melee type is set to only defense. We have nothing in the events list. Once that's done, we can now place it on our item list. Once that's done, also ensure that you have destroy after use and can be used switched off so that we don't accidentally delete our armour, but you can have it dropped or destroyed. Also ensure that the custom handler is set up to the handler you want this type of item to equip to. In the next part, I'll show you how to make modifications to the UI to allow you to equip the items.